Hello everybody, and welcome to this special midweek updates with me, Doc Eon. It is Thursday, the 3rd of November 2016, and you know, I did warn you one of these might happen. I was kind of skeptical myself, actually, whether I would actually do it, but it turns out, yeah, there is a need. Mostly so that I don't make the upcoming Monday video way too long, but partially also because I want to show you a bit of the process with the Zulus. But first, what have I got finished since this Monday? Well, only these 4 guys actually, who are almost finished. Now you can see I've finished all the snow, and look at this guy. You can see his maybe his little skull face in there somewhere in the shadows of the hood. And here we have all the packages, all the lovely Christmas presents piled around his tree. This guy, I didn't actually change anything. Maybe I deepened the green a little bit. Now with the varnish, I've left the red somehow caught more shininess than the other colors, but I'm okay with that. I'm saying maybe the Santa costume is a bit brighter. And here I painted the little presents in his pack. Very simply, it's a selection of dolls. I just painted each one color. No big deal. Was it in focus before? No, it's kind of like this. And here we have the guy with the funny beak and the goggles. I am not sure what he's supposed to be. And he's carrying a zombie in his bag, which I didn't do too much with because it would clash with all the bright colors around it. But anyway, that's them. A sort of premature Christmas celebration. I've got more Christmas-themed minis to come, but I'll save those until December rolls around. For now, let's look at something completely different. Right, so where are we with the Zulus? Okay, let's see if we can get them all in shot. I've decided I can't do 30 at once, so I'm prepping them in batches of 10. These are the first 10, which I have assembled and put on extra bases. This is what they look like previously to assembly. These little things are way too unstable. They don't work as bases. So I got these. These are some 25mm round plastic discs. They're from a company called Venedra, I believe. And so I simply glue them on to there, add some filler to smooth out the transition, and then I put basing grit on them. And then I add all the other stuff. Now, I haven't done much in the way of modification. The only thing I do, let me see if we can show you, to glue the shields on. Now, I looked up some pictures online on Zulu warriors and Zulu shields. This central pole running down the back of the shield, this is where you grip it, in the center. They don't have any arm straps otherwise, they just hold it in one hand. And the shields, let's see if I can find some. Right. Here's a shield. So what I do to make it, because the hands simply have a fist, there are no real attachment points, I simply cut away a little bit here in the middle of the pole. Let's see if I can show you. No, I can't do it while it's on the sprue. But you understand the idea. I just scrape away a little bit of plastic there to make some room, and I fit the hand in there the way you can see there, so it covers it up. And it doesn't look perfect because if you look too closely at it, the hand is just sitting there. It's gripping air, but like I said, these are not really high quality minis, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, they're going to be in a huge group of 30, so what do you expect? Now, some of the poses are a bit awkward, the way especially the way the right arms can be posed. But again, I'm not being finicky. It's good enough. Let's see. I think by next Monday next week, I should have the first batch of 10 completely finished, at least. We'll see. But because I'm moving forward on a lot of stuff, I might have to prep something new. Let's see what I've got in store. So I've pulled out a bunch of stuff that I intend to start prepping, if I find the time, by Monday. And it's a sort of a mixed grab bag of stuff. First off, I want to practice painting scaled creatures. So I have this giant snake from Reaper. Seems to be in a couple of pieces. The head seems to be separate. And I also pulled out the Iron Cobra. This is not an actual snake. This is simply an Iron Cobra is a kind of a golem in the form of a snake. And iron, so it's simply going to be metallic. It was lying next to the giant snake, so I thought I might as well paint it up. It's going to be quick. Now this is something that I've shown you in a video this summer. This is a special mini that I got from Kickstarter, the Orc Princess. Little resin figure, who's kind of more of a display piece. And I thought, you know, I'd at least start painting her up. You know, no rush. See if I can do a good job on her. Because I did pledge this summer that I would finish some of those old stored minis that I pulled out. I found this, which is some sort of promotional miniature from somewhere. I'm not sure where, and I'm not sure why I got them. They were probably thrown into some other order from some company, but I can't remember what. What it is 3 resin miniatures. Okay, they're from Cybor, or Skybor, whichever it's pronounced. And what they are various. This is a dwarf in a rubber ducky. And this is an orc, also clinging to some sort of inflatable animal. And I think it's another dwarf. So they're supposed to be like floating around on water, having fun in the sun. Oh well. Why not paint them up? It seems like a fun idea. Summer's over, so it's really too late, but oh well. And finally, from Fenrir Miniatures, I got this medieval wagon. I have a few miniatures I've painted before, but this is a more complex kit. It's, as you can see, is some wagon pieces, a horse. Is it just one horse? Yeah. And a farmer riding the wagon. So, yeah. Or is it 2 farmers? Yes, it's 2 farmers. And, yeah, it's simply some sort of medieval scenery. Any kind of fantasy or medieval setting can have some farmers riding their wagon to market. So, yeah, something different. Let's see how much of this stuff I get around to starting. No new minis to show you in this update, but I do have something that arrived in the mail. What is this? Well, it's a nice bag containing a mystery item. Ta-da! This is the sort of miniature grip holder thing from Chris at Mini Wargaming. It's a big chunk of resin essentially. The idea is you stick your mini onto it with sticky tack and you hold it like this for painting. Now, I got several of these because I tend to paint several miniatures at once. Now, what you've seen me use before is these. These are old paint pots with dried up paint in them. They're glass, and as I said, most of them have some paint in them as well, so they're heavy, and they're a good alternative, but they are slightly unstable because they're so tall and thin. So if I, whoops, hit them, they fall over. This thing, it's not going to fall over anytime soon. And also, I think it's more comfortable to hold because it's wider, because it's bigger. And now I'm not going to hold it like this. I'll hold it something like this or like this, usually when painting. But the wider circumference or diameter means that it's easier to hold. This thing, yeah, it's okay, but it's a little small. It risks falling out of the grip, and I think this might work better. But I'm going to give it a try. Some of those next minis I showed you that I'm going to prep, I'll stick them onto one of these and use them for painting, and we'll see how it turns out. Anyway, and I'm not going to put them back in this thing afterwards because these are going to get paint all over them. So I'm not sure what these are going to be good for. Maybe I can store other stuff in them, like tokens, dice, stuff you use for gaming. Yeah, something. Anyway, that was my midweek ramble. Don't count on seeing many more of those this year. But I felt that it was a good opportunity to show you some stuff. Join me again on Monday for my next regular updates. And if you like this video, click like on it, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you next time. Takian, signing off.